I think it's really, really cool that someday my grandchildren and great-grandchildren will be looking through my stuff and say, holy cow, Mushroom was around for this, you know? And so, now back to the business. For me, my business has to be fluid. It can't be set in stone. Yeah, I have a business plan, but that plan is more or less just to keep me in a direction. But if I find that I need to build a website and get it off the ground now, I gotta be able to do that now and start working at it. Same thing with your career. If you realize that, hey, you know, I need to develop some photography skills now, you know, you go out and you start developing your photography skills. Learn to take pictures. Taking pictures of the backs of heads of people doesn't work. You know, you need to find out where you get your best picture from. Where do you set that up from? I'm just using that as an example. Your writing. Never get to the point in your writing where you think that you are it, that you're the best writer, because you're not. There's always somebody out there who's a better writer than you. You can always get better at writing. Always have a coach. Always be very critical. Develop thick skin in this business. Any kind of business you're in, to develop thick skin, because you're going to hear things that you're not going to like. You're going to see things done to your work that you're not going to like. Early in my career, I submitted a story at the Edmonton Journal, filed it and everything, and I thought it was great and that. Next morning I get up, I race out and I grab the paper and I'm looking for my story. And I find my story and different headline, different lead, what the heck? The only thing familiar on there was my name. Somebody took my story and just rewrote it, moved everything around. You know, and the problem I had was right away I got down on myself and I thought, well, that must mean that I'm no good, that I'm not a good writer, that I'm not a good reporter, I'm not this, I'm not that. So I sat around for a couple hours and I finally thought, okay, I gotta go talk to somebody about this. I went and talked and found out the reasons why. What I wrote was good, but it wasn't what they wanted that day for that story. So they made some wholesale changes, and you know, and then I told them, well, the next time you do that, then just take my name off the story, because you know it's not my story. I don't know what else I can cover here.
How much do you charge for advertising? What are your advertising rates?
The top of my head here. All right, for the back cover, inside cover, that part there, and the inside page, $2,000. For a full page, like the entire page, is $1,700. For the center spread, which is halfway in between the paper, that is $3,400. For an island half page, which is this size of an ad right here, that's $1,000. For a front page banner, which is right here, that's $800. For a 1/3 page, this is the 1/3 page here. That is $750. Well, this is a half-page ad as well, this whole thing here. Quarter-page ad. This one here, $650, or $600, sorry. And the business card size is $200. I looked at the competition when I was developing my ads, and I made a concerted effort to be lower than them because I'm just starting out. I wasn't going to charge the same rates as some of these other established publications because they're established. You know, they got their markets, they've been around a while. You know, in order to be competitive, I needed to go down lower. Huh? So I think, what did I go, 10 or 15% lower than I averaged out the other papers, and I averaged out and I made a decision to go lower than them by 10 or 15%.
So with your ad space that you sell, if, say for example, I was worked for a company, we needed ad space. Do you sell ad space online as well as in the paper? Like
Yeah.
if I wanted to buy, say, a full page ad for a conference that I'm having, and would you also attach an advertisement onto your website?
Yeah, if you go online right now, for 30 days, this is just a one-time offer that I have on the thing. The companies that advertise in this month, for 30 days they get their ad on the website at no charge. It's just a complimentary thing for their business, but also to show other people, here's what your ads would look like on the newspaper, kind of a marketing thing for me. But what I've recently come up with is some advertising packages. For example, the corporate package. That's you save 43% off of all of these items here. For $10,000, you'll receive 1 back cover, inside cover ad placement, 4 island half-page advertisements, 1 quarter-page advertisement, 2 half-page advertorials, your corporate logo placement on the treaty4news.com front page scrolling banner for 1 year, free postings on treaty4news.com, free job postings, sorry. Take over treaty4news.com homepage for 3 days, 2 one-minute video commercials on treaty4news.com, all online advertisements and job postings link to your home page. So if you're Cameco, for example, all your ads and all your advertisements will link you back to the Cameco homepage, because that's their goal as well, is to bring traffic to their page. So I'm trying to get my readers, my visitors, to go to their homepages too, and still come back to me for more. You know, so that's the corporate one.
How many issues is that spanned over? Is that for?
It's a year.
It's a year?
Yeah, a year. I publish 6 times a year. The small business package is $5,000, and here you'll save 51% off of the actual costs. For a small business package, you get 2 island half-page advertisements, one third page, 1 quarter page, 2 500-word business advertorials. You take over the homepage for 2 days, free job postings for 52 weeks, one minute video commercial on Treaty4 News, all online advertisements linked to the client's website. So it's a bit more affordable for the small businesses. Then I have a special event package that people may be interested in. That's $3,000, and you're saving about 40% off of all the products here. You get 1 full page ad placement, a half page island placement, 1 500-word advertorial, 1 special event poster placement on treaty4news.com. You take over the homepage for 1 day to promote your special event, and you get a 1-minute video commercial. So for $3,000, the actual cost for that is $5,675.
Is this similar to like bundling up packages like this? Are there any other publications that are doing that in the province that bundle up advertising like over the span of a year like that? And this is,
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is the reason why I'm asking. I've never heard that. I think
Yeah.
that's a good hook.
That's what I'm trying to do, huh? You know, I'm trying to,
So if,
when I was thinking about this, how I got this idea, and that's the thing, is when you get ideas, write them down, huh? Or right away talk to somebody about it, huh? So they stay in your mind. I got this idea from, I was approached about, actually, I was talking with this organization, and they had a couple of events, and I was trying to sell them half-page islands, and they said, we don't have that kind of resources, we can't afford $2,000, what can you give us in exchange, blah, blah, blah. So I gave them a reduced rate. So they didn't really like that. Walked away there feeling like, yeah, you know, I'm not a charity service, you know, but I needed to make the deal. And then I got approached by this other organization about sponsoring their golf tournament. And I'm like, right away, well, first of all, you guys haven't even purchased anything from me yet, you know, ever. You haven't even bought the subscription, and now you want sponsorships? Geez, you know, and again, thinking all to myself, I didn't tell them this. And then I started thinking about the two things, and I thought, you know, Then I had lunch with a friend of mine who works for this corporation, and he started talking. He says, you know, Merv, if you pull together a package, then I could present it to my bosses, and maybe then we could, you know, sign a long-term deal with you. Started thinking about all those things, and I thought, okay, come up with a bundle. Come up with something that people can afford, and they know they're getting more for their value out of this. Mm-hmm. And my goal is to ensure that I have resources that I can set aside and plan. So if I sign one of these deals, for the $10,000 one, if I sign 2 or 3 of those in a year, man, I'm doing pretty good already. My year is looking pretty good.